It's one of the most remote towns on Earth. It's all about opals, where fortunes can be made and dreams destroyed. Over 1 million mine shafts pockmark Coober Pedi's landscape. Perhaps there's no better place to hide a body.
Karen Michelle Williams was a 16-year-old girl who lived in Coober Pedy. She was a polite young woman and very popular within her group of friends.
It's a lovely photograph. She's what, how old here, Eva? About 4?
3 or 4.
3 or 4, yeah. And here she is as a baby, yeah? Tell me about this one. She got a little puppy.
Yeah.
Is this one of your favourites?
Yeah, that's a good photo of her. That one there, that's the best one I like.
She's 16 here?
Roughly, I reckon.
And this has taken not long before she disappeared?
Yeah.
23 years on for Mum Eva and brother Kim, the pain never goes away.
I cry on my own. And I'm still crying this day now. I only got my son here. I miss my daughter. Someone got to come along and do that. There was no need to do that.
And for Eva to have a daughter missing for over 20 years is extraordinary. So, yeah, it has affected me in quite a profound way.
For more than 2 decades, Karen's disappearance has remained unsolved, much to the despair of her mum and her family. But last year, South Australian Police launched a major review. What I can tell you is that this cold case is very much alive.
Very early on, 2 Aboriginal males were identified as suspects in this matter. We're satisfied that those 2 Aboriginal males are no longer connected with the disappearance of Karen Williams.
Not only has Detective Sergeant Paul Ward ruled out those 2 men, he now has a suspect.
The suspect resided in Coober Pedy at the time of Karen's disappearance, was known to her friends and associates and her family.
In August 1990, Lorette Bartos was a young welfare worker in Coober Pedy. She was friends with Karen and at a disco with her the very night she went missing.
I think I was distracted at the time because when I left her, she was sitting at a table with only young men. There weren't any other women at the table. So I suppose on reflection, I should have encouraged her to come with us. But she seemed to be happy. She didn't seem to be upset or distressed or anything like that.
What we do know for certain is that Karen and some of her friends stayed out drinking at the Opal Inn and then a nearby restaurant until around about 5 a.m. They left. They were walking down the main street when a man in a car pulled up and offered them a lift.
Karen and those 3 friends were picked up by a local Coober Pedy person and driven to Medway Road. At that location, 3 of Karen's friends got out of the vehicle. Karen remained in the vehicle. The driver has always maintained that he dropped Karen off at a location near Medway Road and then left her.
One important clue emerged from a witness who heard a man and a woman arguing in a red or orange Datsun 180B.
That piece of information is significant given the early hours of the Saturday morning and the fact that it was a small vehicle. That vehicle left towards Oodnadatta some minutes later, but it's believed that no person was seen alighting from that vehicle.
You're satisfied she is dead. Why is that?
Karen was the kind of girl who would maintain contact with her family and friends on a daily basis. Since the 4th of August 1990, no person, either be a friend or family, has had any contact from Karen at all.
Do you look at the photo album often?
Yeah, I do before I go to bed. Just wondering, what really happened.
Sure.
I think we all agree that as parents, to not know where your child is at any given time is concerning. To go 23 years without knowing where your child is or what has happened, I could only imagine would be devastating.